Hi everyone, Mike here with May 2018 Etsy sales update. All right, let's get into the order numbers right away. As you can see, for the month of May, total number of orders is 20, which resulted in $424.94 in revenue. As always, I would say on Etsy, my profit is about 20 to 25%. So you know what, a little bit over $100 in profit, which is definitely something I can't complain about. Okay, let's look at these some of these numbers a little more closely. Total number of views, 2,439, and the total number of visits is just a bit over 1,600. Now, comparing that to April, it's just about the same. Total number of views for April, I had 2,343, and total number of visits was actually just slightly higher, which was 1,634. In neither case, April and May, clearly not too much of a difference. Let's see how the orders actually were coming in during the month of May. And again, a couple of next screens that I have ready are Etsy promoted listings, Google Shopping ads, and then also I wanted to show you guys some sales that I ran and how that turned into actual orders and purchases from customers. So as you can see here, it's it's sporadic. It's definitely not an order every day. It's not a couple orders. It's just basically random. I mean, as you can see here, one order that was $43, which I would assume it's probably 2 items that were bought. I got a big one over here. 2 orders that day for $74. If the average price of my product is about $25, a little less, then I would assume that there were probably 3 items purchased that day. Other than that, it's mostly one order and every couple of days. Where does this traffic come from? So for the 1,600 total views, 50% of it was directly from Etsy, which is great because I'm running Etsy promoted ads, which I'm spending $10 on daily, and so that's actually translating into visits and sales. And then I have some direct traffic, which I've commented in my previous videos that I am not exactly sure where it's coming from, because I'm not, for my Etsy store, I'm not doing a lot of linking either through, as you can see here, social media, or really advertising through direct links on any other website. In either case, this is great. I really need to pinpoint that out because it will help me promote future listings and be a little more, I would say, accurate with my targeted keywords or anything else that I actually do when it comes to advertising and promoting my listings. Okay, so let's just review this quickly before I go to the next screen, just so we have it for reference. 20 orders, $424, and then very sporadic. So there's about a week here, a couple days where there were no sales, and let's pay attention to that. So that starts May 6th. Okay, so the next screen I want to talk about, or the next part of this, is Google Shopping. Now, right now I'm running $3 a day, and that's about what I was doing in May. $3 a day resulted in 14,288 impressions, and that resulted in 229 clicks. Cost me $35. One order was made for total revenue of $16.57, and of course, out of this, $4 is profit. which means that I lost about $40 on Google Shopping ads during the month of May. Now, I actually did some numbers to compare it to Etsy promoted listings, and this is the one thing that stood out. Out of these 229 clicks, out of these 14,000 impressions, 229 clicks resulted, which means that the percentage was 1.6%. That means that 1.6% of people that actually saw these ads clicked on the listing, 1.6%. Now I'm going to jump onto the next screen just to compare that part of it to Etsy promoted listings, and I did the numbers. Again, keep in mind that this is, I'm spending $10 a day, fully understand, but I'm talking about percentages so we can still compare that. So here, 14,000 impressions, 230 clicks, 97,000 impressions resulted in 885 clicks, which is actually 0.9%. So the percentage here is much lower than Google Shopping ads, but it didn't matter because it resulted in more revenue. And again, if I'm looking at the percentage, the number of orders of course makes sense because I spent a lot more money, but again, the payoff was greater. So again, and I'm not complaining about Google Shopping ads because anyone who's watching these videos in order can tell that I've been struggling with Google Shopping, but the payoff for Etsy promoted listings is much better. Now, this has improved actually in June and July because a couple of people left me some comments basically with some advice and guidance on what I should do. I've made those adjustments and it's worked. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to get more and more specific, targeted to see if there's a greater payoff. That's about it for Google Shopping. Now let's look at these without actually jumping back and forth. So Etsy promoted listings, as always, I spend $10 a day. For the month of May, it cost me $92, but resulted in revenue of $167.95. So again, right here, I did turn a profit. Again, the number of impressions is huge, 97,000, and number of clicks, 885. So that's actually really good. Now, I've talked about shopping Google ads, Google Shopping ads. I've talked about promoted listings, but here's the one thing that really stands out, and I love that I'm able to do this through Etsy, and that's to run sales. Let me go up just to show you the whole screen. So this is the sales and coupons screen of Etsy. Now, I've run in May two different sales where customers would get a percentage off, and these are just my sales styles, just so I know actually what's going on, and it's clear, even though the details of the actual campaign is here. But I've run two sales. The first one here is 15% off, which went from May 1st to May 6th, so 5 days. And then I gave it a week where I didn't run any sales. And then I did another sale, 15% off, from May 13th to the end of the month. And this resulted in 11 sales, which is great. So the two sales that I ran, so out of total 20 orders, these sales resulted in 13 orders. Average order price was about $22 for the total revenue of almost $300, $285. Now compare that to everything else. there's a huge difference. So if you know what you're doing, for example, and if you know how to target customers using these sales, this can work uh, in a way that I guess I didn't expect. So I would encourage everyone to maybe read up on it. I will do the same thing and see how you can promote that. I already have some ideas, for example, where I can promote these sales through either Pinterest, definitely Facebook, Facebook ads. You definitely want to master that because there's a great payoff. But in either case, run some sales. Um, Another thing that Etsy has introduced in the last I don't even know if it's a month or two is actually what do they call it here? Abandoned cart sale. So I have this active and it's ongoing. And what happens if somebody adds an item to their shopping cart and abandons it? Etsy automatically sends them an email, of course representing my store, and offers them a 15% discount to purchase that item. It costs 10 cents for that email to be sent out. It's automated, so you don't actually do anything. And so I spent over the last 3 months 80 cents, and it resulted in one order, and that brought in about, well, not about, it brought in $21.57, which again, the profit is about $4 to $5, which means that this definitely paid off. I'm going to keep that running. There's no way to actually do anything with this because if people aren't adding your items to their shopping cart, you really can't do much. But in either case, Etsy is really improving. I'm going to be looking at their new store or their new package offers and see if there's actually any benefit to moving up to their premium, or I'm not sure exactly what the titles of their stores are, but Etsy is doing really good lately. Now, that's about it for May. I'm gonna do a video for June and just a little, I guess, a teaser. The numbers are much better. I can already tell that July is going to be even better than June. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on. I do believe it has a lot to do with, of course, the time of the year. And then I have been listing a lot more items for sale. I'm pushing 1,200 live right now, and I've actually introduced some new products that are taking off. I'll do another video also to show you guys the feedback that I have, the number of sales, without actually giving up my store name, just you know, for whatever reason. I don't want people to think that it's a, you know, free promotion or whatever, or even if people wanted to steal some of my designs. In either case, I'll do another video just to so we can compare actually, you know, if a store has 10 positive 5-star feedbacks or reviews and let's say 100 sales, what that translates into when it comes to revenue, or if my store has 300 sales and 20 or 30 reviews, what those numbers are as well. I always wondered when I was starting out, you know, I would say, well, what if my store has 10 total sales and then one review? What does that translate into a month? And those are the numbers that I'll be comparing. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. That this is May. There will definitely be a June video coming out soon. If you have any advice, any questions, as always, please ask, share, and thanks for watching.